Okay, welcome back everyone. Trying out another Basil run. I say that because this is about my 6th restart. I had 3 false starts where I got invaded before turn 30, which on Emperor difficulty is a little too hard to fight off. And then a few starts where I had 2 starts where my start bias was just too bad, and that's pretty consistent for me in Basil. Basil's starts for me are usually really bad. He's one of my favorites, but whenever I play him I get really bad starts. And then after that I had a few bad starts where I restarted and started next to a natural wonder, which just felt too good. I wanted something more balanced, so here we are for this one. It's going to be a bit of a slower gameplay as I sort of explain everything as I go through, so I'm not rushing it as much. I don't plan on doing too many like this because I know it kind of gets boring, but just so that people understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. But as always, this isn't professional. This is just a fun thing for me to do, and I think I'm pretty good at this game. I beat most of my mates, so you might be able to pick up a thing or two, or at the very least understand why I play the way I do on the future videos. I don't normally move my city on the start unless I can move it without losing a turn, even for a better spot, just because I don't think it's ever really that worth it. But a coastal start right here is not bad, and I don't see anything better, so I'm just going to leave it where it is. I normally like to start near a river, but that's alright. I think everyone does, but rivers for me in particular. I like the river goddess pantheon, so I went with astrology primarily because I almost always go astrology. I like faith playthroughs, and it's not the best strategy, but I really enjoy being able to get out a holy site really early on because the benefits from that can really stack up. And I usually go 2 scouts before I start building something else. That's not a hard rule, but I find it works well with the production line. With my warriors, I don't get them to go too far from my capital because I usually have a lot of barbarians, so I try and get them to scout an area where I think I'll be able to bring them back when I need to. So like here, I thought this was going to end in a sort of a peninsula like this, so it wasn't a bad idea just to get him to scout it rather than wasting time with a scout. Oh, tornadoes. Okay, hopefully they don't come south. So the Void Singers aren't a bad one. I mean, my personal favorite's always, I think there's almost nobody that you'd prefer not to have, with my playstyle at least, have the Hermetic Order, but Void Singers isn't a bad one for Basil if Hermetic Order doesn't work out, because it is one of the hardest ones to find. So when it comes to my early civic tree, I almost always go the same thing because I find there's not, again, many people that you want to do something different on. I'll click Mysticism first to get the Oracle, because not too many people go to build that AI-wise, and it's a really strong wonder. And then I can usually right-click on Political Philosophy, and this all times out pretty well, so I get the things in the right order at the right time. Similarly, I don't usually go God King. The pantheons I like are not very competitive, so I can safely go to urban planning, and especially when I've already found a holy city, I can get the faith from that rather than God King. But if you want to get one of those specific pantheons that the AI snaps up, like the settler or the builder, then go for it. But I rarely find those work out because I do faith-based playthroughs. I like pantheons that are going to pay out across the entire game. If you're not doing a faith-based playthrough, then it kind of doesn't make sense to try and hold out for a pantheon that you'll use. Now, I've gotten the one that I like, so I'm going to go with that, even though I doubt I'm actually going to have many ley lines. I might have some down here, but ley lines can only spawn on empty spots like this. So I'm actually going to be surprised if I have any ley lines near me, but I really like them, so I'm going to do that. Yep, so I got a +2 there, which is good because with a harbour and another district, I can get that up to a +3, so that's not bad for a holy site. Of course, I'm always talking about holy sites, and that makes it easy to do. So we'll go for that next. Again, you don't have to. I usually go riding next just because I like being able to have the option of building a campus, but honestly that's not actually a very good strat. I'd be better off going mining so that I can start trying to chop down the forest if I wanted to put the, because at the moment I couldn't even put the science district where I want to put it, so there's not much point in having it. So it's a bit of a misplay, but I'm not going to focus on explaining that side of things. Like, a lot of my decisions are not optimum decisions, they're just ones that I like, so I'm not too worried about that side of things. So we'll just keep scouting it out. I should probably try and get another scout up there to see what's up there, because that's a pretty good one. Anansi is not my favorite hero. I don't like devouring resources, but it might not be a bad idea in this instance, just because there's some stone. You guys probably don't know this, but I famously hate stone. It only ever seems to get in the way, and I think in the history of my Civ games, have there been one occasion where I've thought it was worth keeping around for production and stuff. It's not a particularly strong resource. It doesn't pay out good yields late game. It doesn't really pay out very many good yields early game. It doesn't enable any good wonders besides Stonehenge. It doesn't really do anything, in my opinion, which is a harsh take on it. It's still a resource. So, but yeah. Oh, Babylon. Okay. Babylon is a competitive guy. He either tanks hard or does really well, so this is going to be interesting. I should probably send a Nancy down there, to be honest, but it's a bit late for that now. We'll go bronze working next. Now, for this, again, I try and stay away from ones like one culture and stuff, because when you think about it, across an entire empire, you might have 15 plantations. It's 15 culture, it's not much. Compare that to Divine Spark, where you might get 15 great person points. On a really good game, I might have like 30 by late, so that's actually an insane amount. River Goddess is my absolute favorite, but the river I've got is too far away, and I've already placed my holy site, so I won't be doing that. I don't have anything in the production is kind of the difference. Like, one production is a lot in this game, in my opinion, so I wouldn't mind going with that, but I don't have anything that'll reliably get me that, so I'll go with Divine Spark. And we're kind of off to the races now, so it's going well for us. Anansi is a really strong early game hero. So this is going to go well. I'm not sure if I want him to scout further up. I probably, because it'd be a waste of time to go the other way, so why not? This all looks like drought territory, to be honest. I can see lots of droughts happening in here, probably. Oh, cool, another one. Okay, now I'm going to build another settler. Before it gets to the final turn, I'll swap to get a campus down, just so I can finish building that afterwards. Ooh, okay, cool. So what we can do now, so I'm probably going to settle down here first, is I can start sapping up his resources, because he's a very aggressive man, and he's a pretty strong AI, so let's nerf him a little bit, shall we? It's lucky for us. Okay, and we can start getting out some of the good ones. This is what Anansi does best, is he just gets you lots of really good early game buffs. He gets you a religion earlier. He gets you a oh, I could almost afford a sorry, I'm not very good at multitasking. It's actually very hard for me to talk and play at the same time. He gets you governors, and he gets you a religion faster, and he generally gets you everything faster, so that's why he's pretty good. Because of course he saps up resources and gives you science and culture. Late game, it's not that strong, but early game, it's incredibly strong. So I'm going to keep trying to find stuff near him for the moment, because he's bogarting that stuff. If we sap up all of his luxuries, then he'll have to trade for luxuries from us, which is not a bad little idea. We have a boat. Now, it can't take our capital, but it can still bloody annoy us. Now, Now for this, what we're going to do is we're going to spend 1 turn building the oracle instead. That way we don't, and I like to try and put this out of the way of where I think I'll put my other districts. I don't expect I'll have any more down here. And with that, I also realized I'm not going to be able to get that settler, so that's okay. What we'll do is, now, I'm missing something. I was going to do something. I was going to change something, so that way, nope, I can't remember. Oh, I know what it is. Since we've got writing, we can get a... Oh, it's a good thing we put that down, otherwise that would have been a very useless... No, we're not going to go for that. We will turn back around. Would have been a very useless ley line otherwise. Okay, well he's not gonna, he's bogarting his resources, so we might just do that instead and go somewhere else. For the moment as well, I want to put down a campus and then switch back to my settler. That way I don't lose out on being able to go to campus once this is done. And I'm actually kind of torn. He's going to settle down, so maybe I should go up first, try and create a buffer zone between us. That's not a bad idea. If I get rid of the resources in there, then he can't do much with it. Now, this is really a good start. We're already on our way to a great profit. So, actually, where am I getting 3 great profit points from? What? What? Isn't it only 1 from Basil? I thought he only got you 1 extra. 1 plus from... Okay, but I only have... I swear whenever I play Basil, weird stuff happens. That's alright. We're going to change government to... I always go Classical Republic because I just prefer the bonuses from it. I don't find the bonuses from the other ones. Like, autocracy, oligarchy is not a terrible choice, but I don't think it's better. And autocracy, I almost never go because the early game 3 red cards is just not useful in my opinion compared to the other ones. Now we're going to go down, oh, maybe I can sneak back up and... I'm not in a rush, so maybe I'll see if I can get one of his other resources just to really mess with him a bit. And that's a really strong start because now we have an amazingly fast growing city. Why are more of his troops not battling those guys? I don't understand. It's weird. We're going to need to go masonry because he's 100% he's going to try and attack us soon. So we'll need to be able to fend that off. Oh, I know why. I'm a silly duffer. It's because I've got divine inspiration. That's right. I forgot all about that. Yeah, we'll go there because I like the mountains for the faith, and I need to make sure to buy that before they chalk it up. Yep, you can have that. I need to get out of here. We're going to just go down and grab that because don't want him dying before I get that final charge. It'd be a bit of a waste. Now, part of me almost wants to wait to the next stage, but my religion, religion is pretty important, and the earlier you get it, oh, and someone already has one, so the earlier you get it, the better. I usually just go with fun names. I've done a couple of different ones in some of the videos, but I haven't uploaded them, so this probably just looks like I'm repeating the same names at this point. It's a controversial one, but I really like going work ethic almost all of the time. Feed the World is great, but it's for shrines and temples, meaning you have to upgrade them, whereas this is the moment you put down a holy site. So I think this is also still amazing, but I prefer production. Production is strong in Civ 6, so I enjoy that. The other one I might go is Divine Inspiration, because you usually get a few good wonders and that can add up to a lot of faith. Heroic relics on specific people. Usually, even when I'm playing those people, I don't pick this, just because I prefer work ethic almost all the time. With things like the River Goddess, you put that on there, you make your holy sites, like the first district you build in every city makes them just really strong starters. You're getting housing, you're getting amenities, and you're getting production. That's just a really strong start. But in this case, probably not too as good because I don't have the River Goddess perk. For this, I normally would go either Sacred Places or Cross-Cultural Dialogue. Sacred Places gives you a pretty even good buff across your cities, which is nice. Cross Dialogue is just usually better by the late game, but my science is usually fine by the late game, so this is almost just a nicer early game buff, but you have to get the wonder to begin with. Now, I almost always get Oracle, which means it's a starting point, but in this case I probably will go, just because I'm not expecting to build these massive cities like I might with some people like the Congo. Okay. We'll buy that before it gets sapped up. Now I need to get another city down here. I'm almost happy that that's there. Is that actually going to flip though? I've just realized disabled is too close to him. Okay, so in this instance, I might even go here just to deny him a really good resource. And we're going to go for the wheel. Yeah, we'll go for the wheel. I'm going to move him up there. Sure, buddy. I don't need my horses. I get the impression he's been a little bit stumped, actually. He hasn't been able to do much, which is odd. I don't know why. So in this case, we'll go for that. And then they're working on him, so I'm not going to bother with that. I'll go after that. Normally, military city-states, in my opinion, they're not particularly good, but in this case, I don't really have any other options. I could save it, but I want to keep my momentum going rather than saving up, even though I have the option to do that since my momentum is going. If I can get a city in here, that might be nice as well. So 2 more city locations. Oh, cool. I almost thought about just sitting him into the barbarians and seeing if he survived, but I'm glad I didn't now. I'm going to wait 1 turn on him just because I would like to get it in the next age where I can benefit more from it. Machu Picchu is one of my favorite wonders, but I'm really not going to be able to use it that much this game, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. Now, when it comes to this, part of the reason I like the Faith playthrough is Monumentality is so useful early game. I think more than any of these, it is so much more useful. I used to always go this, but honestly, it's not that good. You don't get commercial hubs and harbors until a little bit later, like because of your population limits. And this one, I normally have my religion by then, and I don't care too much about spreading it. It's similar for this. So this one here, just being able to buy all of your workers and your settlers is insane. Like straight away, I now have another settler I can pump out. So, and that's just so useful and invaluable to get this early on. There's arguments that say you should be saving up your faith for the next stage, so that way you can really make the most use of it and not worry about doing trying to get the golden age this early on. But I don't know, I like being able to do it. So now I could even just save up for this city, but what I might rather than get more faith, but I think I want to keep buying builders, and I'd like to get a trade route going. A meteor shower. Oh, it's a good thing I've got a scout nearby. That's just 1 less troop that I have to build. That's nice. So I'm going to settle down here just so that I have a buffer zone city against this guy. And it also prevents him from forward settling me. Now for this, this is my favorite early game great scientist. Just saves me a bunch of production having to build a library or a bunch of gold, plus extra science from it. It just means, again, I'm doing well. So this is against an Emperor difficulty as well. So this is off to a really good start. I almost regretted taking a Nazi, but I'm actually very glad I did take him now. And there's our Oracle. So our Oracle gets us more great people points from all of our buildings, which on top of our divine inspiration, on top of everything else, we're doing really well in the great person department, which I'm very happy about because I find them, especially with ley lines, so effective. I would like to eventually settle down here, but for the moment with that camp pumping out boats, I won't have a chance. And he's building hanging gardens, okay. Because they can very easily destroy your cities early on if they're coastal. Speaking of, I should probably be careful about settling here now that I think about it, because I didn't think about that actually. So maybe I shouldn't settle there. Maybe I should settle in my original location. Oh, but I really want to. It's a one path tile. What I could do is I've got two of the... I can do this. Because I've got 2 cocoa. Normally you want to try and get about 200 gold out of whatever deal you make. So that's not bad. And then I can, next turn, buy another cocoa. Buy a settler to build another cocoa. And then, actually, is he coming to... He's coming to invade me, so I need to be very careful now. I might actually have to do this instead. So what we're going to do is just before the war starts, I want to get a bunch of his money. That way he has less money going into the fight. It's a bit of a cheap tactic against the AI, but it's... when you're versing people who start the game cheating, it's how you make up for that, essentially. Okay, and we need to get that pop-up so that I can build a commercial hub and start competing on those. In the meantime... my science is all right. Yep, I'm doing all right in the science department, but I could do better. Build a wall for the moment. I don't like building walls this early. I feel like it stumps me, but I have to at the moment. I also need to be able to spread my faith up there, so... yeah, I don't know if he's coming to invade me, but it does feel like it. Now what we can do here is buy a galley to sit out the front of our city. So that way we don't have to worry about getting invaded as much. In this instance I might go, oh, I should probably wait for that, so we'll do that in the meantime. Yep, could see that coming. Shouldn't have moved him so far up, but at least he's distracting some people, so that's not bad. And that'll put his vampire out of action for a little bit. Okay. I need to get a missionary to spread that religion. I'm not too worried about this city because the moment I get my walls up, it should be okay, and the wall should be coming up soon. Actually, if I can put the holy site there, it'll be a +4, which is way better. I won't even have to surround it with districts to try and make it better. And the good thing about him declaring war on me is I get my resources back, and he didn't really get anything from it. I do lose out on some of the money, but I got most of the money that I wanted, so it works out. Jerusalem's on my side, so he's going to help me fight. Ooh, that would have been a nice site for a holy site. If he had ley lines, it'd be a +4. Actually, if he could get it in there. Oh, with a river. The river goddess bonus. That's what I'm talking about. Meantime, we'll start working on this city. You see how, because it's in my borders, I can kind of just sit here and let him throw himself against me, so it works out well for me. Now we are going to build a... I want to keep an eye on the Great People point generation to make sure I'm ahead in that. We are going to build a campus district just because that will help get me more Great People points. And I'm going to retreat him for the moment because he can't move quickly over this space. So I want him to have to move into it. And when he does, to try and burn my district, I can easily shoot him down. Now, you're going to just have to sit there and out-heal him for a little bit because he is a bit too strong because I don't have enough money for an archer and I don't want to spend money on an archer at the moment. So sorry, buddy, you're just going to get attacked for a bit. Normally I wouldn't bother with this, but I wanted to build it up here, but he's busy and he doesn't have too much else to build right now. So, plus I think there's a good chance I could actually get it, which is nice. No, don't go down here. You're going to try and settle past me. It's just going to flip. You're going to get angry at me. Just don't, buddy, don't. Okay, and with that we can now get that, which should really help with our science. And we get the Great People generation. So now our Great People should be booming, which is perfect. We'll see the results next turn. For the moment, I'm going to keep throwing out our stuff. We're really getting lucky on these industries. I suppose other people with the cotton. Yeah, okay, cool. I wasn't expecting to get so many this early. Okay, you head over there, you head up there, and we'll go for... I usually like to beeline for industrial zones. The AI doesn't do a particularly... Now, I dislike Great People that get me Eurekas. I don't think they're particularly worth it. I don't think I need the Eurekas so much. It's not bad, it's just using my points on those. But it helps everyone else if I don't get it. And my ley lines will benefit from me just having one more great person. But at the moment, I know there's some great people coming up that I really want. So it's rare that I pass, but at the moment I think I'm going to pass because I can build up more points to get the ones that I really want rather than wasting them on one that I really don't think I need that much. So he's going far out. Okay. Oh, okay. So we've got... That's going to immediately destroy my industry, so we'll have to build another one. Oh, that's annoying. Put an aqueduct in. I know aqueducts, I'm on the fence about aqueducts. I think they're actually quite bad and quite good at the same time. I can't make up my mind. The extra housing is good. The fact that they're a district is good. The fact they give adjacency is good. But I also think they don't really do enough to make it worth it. But at the same time, I do want them because of all the other reasons. So... Oh, he took a settler. Why did he declare war? Oh my goodness, that silly man. That silly, silly man. This is what I mean by the AI can be really bad sometimes. I don't think he settled a second city. He's really messed himself up. Oh, buddy. This might be a bit too of an easy game, to be honest, but there's not much I can do about that. And it's not like I've done much to contribute to it, so... Oh, he's coming. So, what I want is to attack his front lines, and then I'm going to move over here. That'll invite him to move down. Bring in my scouts, just as backup. And then we're going to move him down here and settle. Now, what I actually want is to build another industry, because apparently I'm doing really well on those at the moment, so why not? Holy site. It's annoying I can't get a good adjacency on this, so but I will still build it anyway. Yeah, see, Machu Picchu's a more competitive one. It's one that they usually end up going for. Now, this is why we retreated, because now he's made the mistake of doing that. I can send in a scout to do a mission that he wouldn't normally be able to win against. And suddenly his whole front line is a little bit collapsed, which is good. Missionaries. Ugh, don't tell me he's going to try and convert me. Yeah, okay, we can make peace. I don't really need to be at war with you. Oh, did I not build it? Oops. Now, he's trying to convert my cities, which is kind of annoying, so I'm going to have to go down and stop him. Build an aqueduct. Nope, don't go that way, buddy. You need to go that way. Okay. Now, I'm not doing too well on the score this time, annoyingly, but that's alright, because I'm not worried about any of my cities revolting. And I got most of the things that yeah, see? He's still trying to convert me. I'm going to ask him to stop. He's going to say no. And so I may end up having to declare war on him, actually, to try and stop him from doing this. Which is kind of annoying, but that's the way it goes. Okay, now out of all of these places, I'm not too worried about losing tiles to anyone except here, so I'm going to send him up there. Auckland. Oh, Auckland's a really good one. I love Auckland. It's not a bad little city as well. Yeah, mate, you need to stop. I don't know how he gets that much faith, honestly. Like, he's got a lot of faith this early on. It's kind of crazy. Now, actually, so I should have told you before, part of the reason I do this is straight away going into theology gets you extra envoy and the 100% adjacency, and then you go into recorded history for the 100% adjacent for campuses, and you get your governor. And then I go defensive tactic because Mausoleum of Mausolus, Mausoleum of Halicarnassus, Mausolus is a previous games one, is a really good wonder that does not get contested. Even if you don't want the faith and the culture and science from coastal tiles, the extra great engineer charge is amazing. So going these three next is just a bit of an auto build for me. And then normally I'd go for these two for the governor titles. I might want to stop in here just to get my Tagma first, but I might do this first and then go for the Tagma, to be honest. So things are going pretty well. I should probably get down my industrial zone. That way I can start getting my great people points. Oh, that's bananas. Don't do that. Oh, but it is a better spot. It is a better spot. So we are going to do that. And then what have we got going for us? I am also going to denounce him. It's not a great idea because it doesn't do much. I could always declare war on him anyway, but I don't want to piss off people more than I have to, and I'd rather be able to declare war on him without getting all the repercussions, even though there's not too many of those at the moment. Now we're going to build a harbour here because that gives me lots of good spots for Masolos, not Masolos, Halicarnassus. I'm going to make that mistake a lot. And then bring him down, and then I'm going to have to start building up more for this city because he is 100% going to hate it when I declare war on him to kill all his missionaries. We'll go over there. Ooh, if I could get a droman before the end of the turn, that might be nice. We'll trade you back this so that I can buy my droman. That gets me just an extra point. Gets me across the line. Probably end up going this one just because I think I'm going to be doing a lot more of that than anything else. Make sure we don't fall behind on some of those early game techs. Now, if he moves these guys in again next turn, I'm going to declare war so I can keep my religion in this city. If he doesn't, then I'll leave him alone. I should be doing it up here though, shouldn't I? Yeah. Oh, but I should settle this city first because I want this city and he's allied with him, I think. Oh, he took it. I did not expect that. Okay, well, this is good timing for us. And they always pick something that you have lots of. So they're going to pick my cocoa, I think. But I've traded that away, so maybe they won't. I'll try and ban amber instead, which is probably a bad idea because I can get some amber. But nope, they've got cotton instead. Okay. I did not expect him to be able to take that, to be honest. He really threw himself at it. Okay, well... we are going to declare war because I want to preserve my religion. And he's coming in on it, so... There's a lot of ships in there. Okay, then we'll build a harbour over here. Get another trade route going, just to keep our gold up while we do all these wars. It's a lot of conflict early on. I need to get an archer in here. Next turn I can do that. Use that one for scouting. I'm just going to adjust the music a little bit because I can't really hear it at the moment. This game has some beautiful music, so now actually getting a hero would be really good for our war, just to defend it easier. And the Mausoleum of Halicarnassus, there we go. This is not a great city for it, to be honest, because I'm only going to get about 5 or 6 tiles out of it, but I'm actually not building it for that, so I'm not too worried. See, look at these great people generations. We're doing better than everyone else in everything. It's not hard against the AI, but even when I'm versing my mates, I find I can usually get this kind of an advantage on them. Now, we might be able to take out that settlement. So I might actually buy a spearman instead of an archer. And then we are going to get our apostle. Oh, you made it quite far. Now, for my, what have we got so far? Yeah, so they've left most of the good ones alone. I think out of the second stage ones, it's almost always going to be Gurdwara or Stupas, depending on what I need. I'm probably leaning towards Stupas just because the amenity can be useful. I'm going to have a lot of cities, so I want more amenities. But the Gurdwara is also a really good option as well. The other ones, they're more specific to, you know, what's going on with you at that moment. So, like if you're a specific person or something like that. And while I don't have much else to spend my faith on, I might as well do this. Okay. And I'll just complete my religion for the moment. Move up there so I don't have to worry about anyone else coming up behind me by boat. And then we're going to send him all the way down here. Okay, now for this one, there's two of my favorites. Either spreads faster, which is good when you just want to clump up your things. Technically for Basil, I should want to go something like Crusades, because that way I can take over cities easier, but I don't know how much I'm going to be doing that. And to be honest, against an AI, I'm not too worried. So I'd rather just have it consistently spread to my cities better. If I wanted to as well, if I'm planning on using a lot more missionaries, then I'd go missionary zeal. This one is a game changer for spreading your religion across oceans when it's really annoying to do sometimes. So this is a really nice one, but I'm probably going to go scripture just because I want this to be a bit of an easier game. I'm not looking to really break any muscles, and that's a comfortable one that won't challenge too much. So Spain, very nice to meet you, Spain. Hippolyta. Hippolyta's a really good hero, so that's nice. Now, he won't be able to hit me this turn because I'm on a hill. Okay. This is also one of my favorite great people. He makes your chosen campus gains 2 housing, 1 enemy, increases non-food yield benefits of happiness. So happiness is insanely good for your cities, so being able to increase that is awesome, especially when I have my stupa that I can build. Technically I can buy it, but I don't really want to be... I'd rather save up my faith to buy more missionaries and things at the moment, and I don't really need him to be building anything else. I could build troops if I wanted to invade. I'm not so keen on invading right now. I don't need to, so... he is strong, and I am not doing well against him. So, you're going to run away, little man. You're going to head down there. And you, since I'm going to build something there, I'm not going to put you down. I'll send you over there. You can sit out the front like a guard. Okay, and you can just sit there. University. You know what, you can probably just auto-explore. I don't really need to micromanage you. Why are you not putting out more cities? I think his AI is a little bit bugged. I don't know what's going on with him. Normally I would restart, but I'm a bit too far into this one, and I've spent a few too many restarts already, so I'll try not to just abuse the fact that he hasn't been able to do much. What I actually might try and do is take this city back, to be honest. Return it to its independence. Because that's always... Oh, this is a better one than the last one I got, so I wish I'd saved for that guy, actually. We've got another missionary. And you're going to pull back just a little bit, because I don't want you to die. And you're going to keep seeing if there's anything you can blow up, just to annoy him. So, this is a really weird game, I have to say. Oh, I should have seen that coming. So you're coming in to try and do a bit more damage, are you? Well, that didn't work out for you, did it? It saved me some effort, actually. Now, I'm not looking to fight his fights for him, so I'm going to leave that alone. But Auckland, really good city-state. It gives me +1 production on all of my water tiles, which is, like, it doesn't seem that good right now, but when I get my late game harbours, it's very good. Now, try and get some damage off on him before he arrives with his siege. Can't believe he even has siege at the moment. We'll get some more archers so we can shoot from the back lines, just because I want to play this very defensively. Ooh, I might settle that. You want to make peace? I don't think we will just for the moment. You've got a lot of troops, but I'm more worried about you spreading your religion in my lands than I am about you taking over any of my cities. So we're just going to pull back a bit and play a bit more defensively. He does have a lot of troops, and I am at war with 2 people, but it's okay. Not where I want to be. Maybe I do want to make peace. You had an offer for me? Yep, cool. We'll take that. And then just, now that I'm a bit more religiously established, maybe he won't be able to threaten me as much with his religion. Okay. Holy cow, what the hell? I only just noticed his science. What the hell is going on with his science? Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, this is a weird game. Oh my goodness. I don't know how I'm gonna stop that. We're just gonna find out, I guess. Oh, that's not good. Let's start buddying up with him. I don't know why he likes me, but we're just gonna take it. I'm gonna have to start really working on my science ASAP if I want to be able to compete with that. I thought I had been, to be honest. Now I'm going to save that promotion, because if I don't, it's going to reset that. So if I just get that at the end, it'll be Bones of the Magi. Sure, anything I can do to take permanent buffs off of you. Crossbowmen are going to be a bit of a problem, but I might be sacrificing my guy there, but that's okay. Yeah, we're gonna really start pushing on that science, because that, and it's going up. It's going up. I don't know how to, and he's not even the most, like, oh my goodness. This is a really weird game. My continent's full of the dilapidated losers, and their continent's full of turtling tech masters. Now, we have gotten another one, so what I'm going to do is put that on Adrianople, because I can get some good ones in there. I need you to get up a pop so I can build Science District for you, because this is getting crazy. Might bring you back just to guard my coastline, because I don't really need two ships scouting the same directions. Okay, now that we've gotten that, we built the university, so now it's automatically upgraded rather than resetting our progress. Yeah, he's doing very well. He doesn't have that many. He doesn't have that many things either, so I don't know how he's doing it. I'll stop saying that and complaining. We're just gonna start planning out how we're going to do this, because they've rushed it, because they've got so much science. We're going through the ages a lot quicker, which means I'm not even expecting to get a good opportunity to get a golden age. Like, no, golden ages are pushed forward by the most sort of advanced tech. I don't quite understand it, but I just know that if you have someone way ahead of everyone else, then that's going to push forward how fast the ages end. I knew there was a reason why I was buying that land. So, should I get a galley on this side to explore? No, because I've already got people doing that. That's alright. You know what I kind of do, since I'm not going to get anything else, I might as well. It's still going up. It's still going up. That's crazy. How is he doing this? I said I was going to stop saying that, but it's crazy. Okay, I'm going to have to go straight for that, and then I'll come back for Tagma, because I'm not going to get my golden age by the looks of it, and I just need to focus on teching up. What religion did... He doesn't even have one that benefits him on that, so I don't understand. Sure. I don't mind you having horses. You can't do much damage to me with them. Yeah, I think my continent gave me a false sense of security that I was doing all right. I should have checked to see what was going on with the tech. And he's plummeted. Okay. Maybe he was just working... No, because then he would be getting more great people points. I don't know. Something funky's going on. When I saw that. Now that's not a great Temple of Artemis, but it'll do for the moment. Now you are going to head up here, because the moment he finishes his science district, I want you to be able to turn into a university straight away. We're going to pump this up, and that's a really good one, actually. I'm really happy I got that. That's one of my other favorites. I think he might be objectively the best out of all the ones you can get, so I don't really need an Angkor Wat. It's fun, but it's not amazing, so we won't be building that one. See, I want to save that for my market. Maybe I just do it anyway. I kind of want the production there. I can always put the market over here. It's kind of just urgent I get the most. Oh, but that's short-term thinking. I don't know. I don't want to replace that because it's a good source of production right now. There's no guarantee I'm going to keep that forest for the extra for the science. So I'm normally not paralyzed like this, but it feels like a big decision. No, we don't do immediate gains. So, and then actually that means you, sir, I want you to come back down here. Oh shit, I meant to change that. Misplaying. Oddly enough, I kind of want to put it in the center to get the most tiles and then build an aqueduct to make up for the fact that it doesn't have water access. But I don't know how good an idea that is. Yeah, let's do it. I like playing dangerously. What I might do is a Huitiokali. I don't think I'm actually going to need that, but that's. I don't feel like putting production into anything else right now, so I might as well. Hercules, can I get him still? Yes, awesome. Oh, I made the Golden Age. I wasn't expecting to. Okay, you need to build me a campus district ASAP. Yeah, pop it there. Because I'm going to put more districts along here, so that just means I'll max it out. Now, you as my good friend, surely you would like some cocoa. Oh, I've already traded you cocoa, have I? Cotton. You're getting traded cotton by someone? Okay, what about some of this? There we go. Very smart man you are. And that just lets me buy up these tiles. Pushes them back. He's 100% going to declare war on me again, so I need to get some more troops down here. Or at the very least some better ones. Ooh, great people. I'm going to go... I'm getting good great merchants, so... And we'll go cock, although I don't think I'm going to... I'll let them pick whatever they want, because I'm not going to win this. And honestly, whichever they pick, it's going to be great riders or something like that. No great merchant points. That's a weird one for them to pick. Should be overtaking him soon, but I am going to do that actually. Just because I like being able to make sure I get the ones that I want. And I can also, usually, yeah, it pushes it back like that. Not always, but usually. I suppose you want to make peace. Nope, okay. We are going to put a point into Jerusalem. I did want Brussels, but I want Jerusalem more for that protection. Okay. I'm settling there, then I'll set another one up there. He just keeps coming, doesn't he? Doesn't know when to stop. And he still doesn't have a second city, I don't think, so that's very weird. What we can do with this is... You're going to build a harbour next, and I can use that to rush out the good wonders on the harbour. And I'm going to bait you into taking him. Oh no, because I only had one charge left. Okay, you need to build me a Hercules to help rush out those new cities. Just need to turbocharge all my cities, so all the districts you can get are going to be all the tile improvements I can get. I'm going to be building those. If I had any sense, I'd bring my hero back up here to take some of these troops, but I really don't care too much about them. I kind of just want this guy to leave me alone, but he won't really until I go and actually attack him. The AI is weird like that, so... Okay, you... no. What do we say? But building a science district in a new city is so useless. But we're going to do it because we're a little bit desperate right now. Oh, I'm an idiot. How is he... How has he not overtaken him? I don't understand. Okay, that was weird. I normally don't do this much on tile improvements, but I had a lot of faith saved up, and I'm rather desperate to buff my cities up, so... Oh, actually, what I really need in here is an industrial zone. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. So actually, you, sir, are going to go down here, and we're going to build you a special thing. So as far as this goes, out of these, again, Merchant Republic, gold production towards districts, it's just better than housing per walls and diplomatics, and this can be good in certain situations, but I don't particularly think so. Again, these two are better than anything else, so you only get those in theocracy, not monarchy. Red cards, not that useful this early on. So overall, I just find I prefer this. I know you get the extra wild card in monarchy, but I don't think it's like the bonuses are just not that useful. The only good thing about it is you get it a bit faster than the other ones. And as far as the cards you get, I usually go this one unless I've already managed to settle other continents. Then I'll go that one, but otherwise it's better off just getting a few gold. Not really much else. And then the red card section, like I could get some city strength if I was really pressed, sure, or amenities if I was really desperate on those, or if I was building lots of ships. There are some unique things in here that might be good, but because I focus so heavily on adjacencies, 100% industrial adjacency, that 4 becomes an 8. Where is it? I think it's a 3, 6. Yeah, so it works out better. You're just getting a lot more production than you would otherwise have, which is really nice. So, okay, now you, sir, I need to buy a tile so that I can build the Colossus. And then you can rush out to that Colossus. And you are going to go up there. You are going to go there. Because for some reason this city was starving. No idea why. First things first, you're going to complete the aqueduct because he was short on housing. I think we're in a pretty good position. You know, we haven't actually caught up with a bunch of these guys yet on science, but we're going to. And as far as techs go, 29, 32, 33, those are all, that's it. We can easily catch up on that. We just need a bit of time. Now we do need to build a dam along here before it all starts flooding. I am going to build it there, because if I can get another dam up there and then an aqueduct, like it'll make sense. I'm starting to run out of energy. It's a bit late here, so I'll explain it all when we get there. All right, you can come back. And honestly, like, just head over there maybe. I don't really care about you anymore. And then I usually go mercantilism because of this. None of these are too amazing in my opinion. Like, I don't really need much of this or of that. I mean, that's good, but I get that on the way. Enlightenment's good as well, but I don't usually have a chance to get those cards just yet. So, and then by having this in my capital, I should really start being able to outproduce him on great people points. By him, I mean just enemies. I keep spending my money. I need that. I need my money so that I can buy the thing that I'm about to show you. So what we'll do is you need some of this. Oh, you don't have any income. Okay, never mind. Let's go to you. You, sir, definitely need some olives in your life. Yep, cool. And you, sir, definitely need... I've already kind of given you everything, haven't I? Nah, not gonna work. Can I just buy it? Not quite. So what we'll do... Actually, I'm an idiot. Not him. He's already got everything. He doesn't need me. I'll trade you some niter. what would you give me for this? Perfect. That should be enough. Oh, my life. Do you want to make peace yet? Nope. He won't make peace until I go counter-attack him annoyingly. So you... What if I was to offer you a chocolate? Look, it's not what it's worth, but it will bankrupt him, which just stops him from being a major pain in my backside. So, and that also lets me do this. So now I have the 2 wonders. That's some good points. That's good naval stuff if I ever need it. And then what we are going to do is build a hippodrome for the extra points, and I can then build a colosseum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It would reach him. I kind of want to build it in here though, so I probably won't worry too much actually. Maybe I should build a commercial hub or an industrial zone. Yeah, let's build an industrial zone. He'll get me an adjacency soon, so you come back and heal. You do that, and then you're going to why couldn't you have offered that to me last turn? Okay. So then you come down here, because I can still see the writing on the wall that he's going to try and attack me at some point. And you get up there so we can build that Colosseum soon. So if I built it there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, yep, so it would work. So I'll have to build the entertainment district there, or actually I can build it here as well, as long as it... Not super mad about that. I didn't have too many inland lakes I needed to worry about, and it was mostly just an excuse to get my production out and maybe some free amenities if I did manage it. So that's okay. Chichen Itza wouldn't be a bad idea, except those are all owned by the LC, but I could swap them over. Yeah, let's do that. This is what I mean. I've rushed out a couple of big science districts recently, and I'm still so far behind him. I don't understand how. I can't see his land, so I don't really know why. He's building... yeah, okay. Oxford University, so he's gonna keep going forward like a mother trucker. Like, sure, he has that, but that's not even getting him science. So, let's have another friendship. Yep, cool. I don't really need any of those just yet, so that's fine. Honestly, maybe I should invade him just so that... how How is he building up there? We're invading him. It's not a terrible idea to help catch me back up. It'd be unfair almost to invade him, so I'm going to invade Babylon instead. Plus Babylon's the one that's annoying me with their religion, so it works out for me. No, I've barely gotten anything done. Please. Please not yet. I should have worked this out better. If I put it there... Oh, no, I don't think there's any way. That was the central district I would have needed it on, so... So science districts and commercial hubs, not commercial, industrial hubs are kind of my panic response. Whenever something's not going right, you build heaps of those. That gets you ahead in production, that gets you ahead in science. Those are the two main things you need. Gold is useful, nice, and culture is useful and nice. You'll notice I don't build many cultural districts because I find by cutting them out, I don't fall too far behind, well, behind maybe some of these. I don't fall too far behind people. And tourism victories are kind of hard to win unless you're really doing well at it. So, like you're really doing well and you know what you're doing. So it's not a bad strategy to just really turbocharge yourself. I wouldn't recommend it for everyone, but I enjoy it. Now that I think about it, can I get him back again? Who's gonna? No. Okay, never mind. Maui or Himiko? It's probably a bit late for Maui, so I'll go Himiko because there's some good city-states out there. I also don't have as many ley lines as I'd like. I think I have the one, so that's kind of bad. I should probably settle for some more if I really want to make use of the ley line buff, like up here. If I get a city up here, then at least 2 more ley lines is kind of very handy. And then if I get another city on that ley line, that just makes sure that I'm not just wasting my great people lead that I built. I mean, even over there could be useful. Okay. Brussels. And then that gets me the bonus from industrial city-states. I know I haven't invaded these guys yet. It's a more long-term plan. It's not something I'm going to rush to just because right now my focus is definitely elsewhere. Getting my science up to compete with that crazy man. Okay, so we've got the next golden age. That's good. And we're now settling elsewhere just to make sure we don't fall behind, even in the late game when hopefully we've managed to finally catch up. How is he not ahead? I don't understand. He must be like mega focusing on one avenue or something. I'm actually pretty happy with how this has all turned out. It's not perfect, but it's good. We're still behind, but I mean that's just due to whatever miraculous thing's going on with Philip. No, that's not what I wanted. Okay, so I'm going to have to send these guys out now because I'm not going to have enough time to get them over there. Sure, buddy. It's rare that I see them build the Hagia Sophia, so that's interesting. Great people. Let's actually try and get some great people this time, yeah? Let's go for great merchants. I think we've done pretty well in the... Oh, we can go great engineers as well. Rush out some wonders. Yeah, let's do that. And... I don't know what they're going to pick, so I don't really care. They always go no. That's interesting. So he's got a Dark Age this time, so... But his science hasn't dropped at all. I know there's not a direct correlation, but it is interesting. That he doesn't seem to stay down, no matter what happens. He just keeps getting back up. As far as the Golden Age ones go, again, same reason. I've never seen any buff be as good as the science from production from science districts. Like, that's just a pretty insanely good one. Honestly, we could probably invade him if I built some siege, but I don't know if we need to anymore. At the very least, he seems to be a bit frozen in his tech. And we're catching up on that, so that's the main thing. Now, you're going to go to Constantinople and prevent him from stealing from us. We're going to build that. We're going to start improving some of this land as well. Okay, now that's a pretty good tile just to get a city started, so let's build that one. And then we're going to build a harbour. And then we'll go for those, and then we're going to beeline for class struggle because I want the science. Give me the science. Okay, shipyard. Factory, and we'll keep an eye on the great people generation. We're still outdoing him. Oh, this is a good one to get, so I'm going to try and make sure I do get this one. On most of these we're doing all right. I don't really care about these guys, so if he starts getting too much tourism I'll notice and I'll do it. But the good thing about the wonder production we're doing is it gets us a lot of tourism, and some of the wonders we've gotten in particular get us more culture, so again, not too worried. AI is not smart enough to win a culture victory. Honestly, the only one they are smart enough to win is Space Race, which is why their science is worrying me. Stop taking Jerusalem. They always say yes to these. Yep, I'm pretty sure she's at war with some of those people. Okay, we can rebuy Hercules. Get that for some more culture and free luxury. And you little lady, actually, you know what we're going to do? He's almost finished it. We're going to send you up to here. But first things first, I need to buy out the tiles so that it can't soak up my land. Oh, and I need to settle this city first and buy out those lands as well. Because when you use Himiko, it does see what I mean? I can't multitask. It does spread its tiles more. Every envoy spreads its tiles more, so you want to make sure you get what you want first. And I should really be saving money so that I can actually do something with that. There's a reason I did that. I want to see if I can get Big Ben in there. Now, the resources, I don't really have a lot of turtles. Let's see if we can get up there to see turtles. You're going to come over here. Okay, Hammurabi. That's alright. Nan Model, that's actually a really good one to have. What are you doing, buddy? I will attack you if I need to convert my cities back. That's not what I wanted. Oh, coal. I forgot I revealed that and I don't have any. So I should probably settle another city up here. 2 supplies of coal, that's not bad.
Did you ever build a clay zinc?
Oh my goodness, I'm such an idiot. I shouldn't have settled him there. Oh, that was a dumb move. It's the best spot. Should have been up here. Oh well. I can see that coming. I should have avoided that. It does make me want to attack him, actually. Okay, and now I can start doing that. I'm not going to get it because he should basically be done with it by now, but on the off chance I can, it's worth it. And you are going to go sit down here on that and wait, because I don't really want that guy, so... It's going to be an uphill battle. Hammurabi finished it. Alright, interesting. He actually settled a second city and it was there. What the hell is going on with him? His AI just broke. Oh, but Hercules can probably take him on. Yeah, okay, cool. That was a very nice sandstorm. Blew all across his lands and didn't really touch mine. Very good job, sandstorm. was saving up for a settler, but I actually want to rush Big Ben now that I can. And there's a bit of our power spike, so look at those tiles. So good. If there's a way I could get that one, I would, but I don't think there is. Oh, you idiot. Yes, you can probably do some damage, but you're not going to take me out. Oh, this is going to hurt though. Actually, no, what am I doing? You need to be building my Big Ben. And you need to be building walls, and you need to be building medieval walls. And you guys need to defend long enough for me to be able to get better walls in there. And actually, now that I think about it, I could probably... build a harbour first. Bring you back. Finish you off. It's not major, but it'll be something. Just because he does actually have some pretty advanced troops, he might be able to do a little bit of damage. takes so long. No, I don't really care about any of that. Okay, so he started turning on me. That's interesting. This has been a particularly poor invasion. He had so many troops, better troops than me. Sure, he's wiped out my front line, but he hasn't really achieved much else. And there we go. Valletta, that's a really good one. It lets me buy city center buildings with faith. Super useful, actually. It's probably the only military city-state I particularly care for. Got my Big Ben. Do I need any of the rest of these? Not really. Haha, suck it, Philip. I can't wait to find out how we got that much science. I'm going to get the satellites and it'll all just be revealed. Good thing I bought that. Need to get a bunch of money real quick. You've invaded me twice, but yeah, let's go with allies. Sorry I'm not talking so much, guys. Like I said, it's late at night and gets a bit tiring, and also it's hard to multitask, so go great merchant since I'm going to be earning so many points towards that. Might as well. Oh, this is a weirdly effective AI, this game. It's rare that I see them this good. So he's still alive. He's still... I don't understand what went wrong with his AI this game. I also don't understand why they declare war and then sometimes they turn off their battle AI. Like, he hasn't produced any troops for a while now. It's literally just because I don't want to deal with his religion constantly coming back. So I'm going to buy a boat to blow it all up before it gets here. To be honest, I probably shouldn't have even kept this city. It was just a useful beachhead, and I liked it. It's cool having a little beachhead. I also shouldn't have left them on that for as long as I did. I really didn't need points that I wasn't getting. Sure, whatever, buddy. You need all the help you can get. I always build the Grandmaster's Chapel as well, because being able to use your faith late game to buy troops, I mean, it's not very useful now, but in general, it's very handy. I like how Spain, even though they don't want to be my friend for some reason, is helping fight this guy's religion for me. It's very nice. Didn't really need that, but I didn't want to wait for it to come around again. I don't build neighborhoods because they are very frustrating. It's all going towards power. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh. Of course it's going towards power. The reason I put her in here is I actually really don't care too much about her ability. All I want her for is the extra amenities and housing that I get offered by her being in a thing from my government plaza. This is why I don't mind setting cities so late as well. When you've got a good amount of money, you know, a 4-pop city, you can building things, you can get plenty of new resources. Settling cities is something a lot of people slow down on, but it's something I really enjoy late game. I think it's particularly good. Because it's satisfying being able to get it all so quickly, whereas in the early game it just takes so long. It's annoying. Oh, by the way, yes, now that I'm talking, that was a terribly useless canal, but I kind of liked it. Just having that option. The reason I place it there and not here is because, again, I've realized late game you have a tendency to just go maximum buffs, which is not a bad idea, but it's also true that while I could get some adjacencies in these, and maybe actually if I had thought about it, I would have put it there, I just didn't want to miss out on the food. Your cities will start to starve, like this one has to a degree, when you don't put down, I mean, that's most of the tiles it has, but if you don't keep the trade routes up and you put down districts just purely for adjacencies rather than yields, so it can start to starve. So I like to be careful late game with that to make sure I don't shoot myself in the foot. Come on, man, if you'd gone one further south you could have had a See, now you're just getting annoying. And I don't think I'll actually be able to take you out anytime soon, so maybe I should just make peace. You don't want peace. Okay. That's interesting. Well then, I'm gonna blow you up with a bomb. This is where I just kind of preset a bunch of stuff so I don't have to worry about it for a while. Because I hate having to come back. Late game, early game I love going in there. Late game it just gets a bit draggy. Should have checked these a little bit earlier. That way I could get this one sooner. That one's a really good one. I 100% could have invaded this guy a lot earlier. I just didn't particularly care to. It just seemed like too much effort, to be honest. Oh, you silly man! You built a friggin'. Come on, go south. Go south. I really don't care about these too much. I genuinely find them rather tedious, to be honest. Because unless you're going for diplomatic, which is kind of boring. Okay, I can live with that. It's not perfect. I think it wiped that out for me, but you know, it's alright. Now for the real moment. How did Philip get so far ahead? Like, where was his science coming from? How did he have so much science? Okay, so he had a alright level research, and then he had an okay city there. He went Void Singers, so I guess he was getting a lot of faith. How much faith is he getting? Not that much. Like, even if he was getting that straight away, faith into science wouldn't have been that much. I don't understand how he got it. Also, he had a beautiful place to just play around with by himself. I suppose, hang on, where are the continents? No, he had a good continent split too. He could have done a lot with that. How did these guys get on? She had a really good starting spot. Lots of mountains, which would have been really good for her. A city-state that's now missing. Oh, look at that. That would have been amazing. Desert she never settled. Okay. Lisbon on a lake, not a sea, so that's not amazing, but that's okay. Yeah, I don't know. Sea ghosts. Oh, come on, dude. Couldn't you have gone somewhere else for that bit? Probably need to get that sooner rather than later. I don't know why I've kept him here, actually. I don't really want him just constantly being attacked. But this is where Valletta comes in, because the moment I unlock those, I can buy flood barriers across all of my cities, which saves you a lot of effort, especially in those new cities where it can flood really easily before you get a chance to get them up. No, I don't want to go to war on a man. Foreign contact. Now you start spreading. I don't understand that. You've waited so long, my dude. And like that, I am now resistant to floodplains, flood rising sea levels. So it is almost 12 o'clock here. Normally I might spend some more time building and doing things, but I think with the game starting to come to an end and what's his name heading for space as well, I'm kind of keen on just getting out of here. So it's rare that I would devote myself so thoroughly to just this. I'd normally spend more time building up, and I wouldn't just throw myself wholesale into building spaceships and getting science, because I don't believe that's a particularly good strat unless you're racing against someone that's still ahead of you. But since they're not ahead of me, I'm actually better off going slow. But right now, I think I'd like to go to bed. Which actually means I need to be, I know this is going to seem weird, but I don't really need that unless I get a biosphere, so that I can actually use, because I'm not going to have enough of these resources to launch, and I won't have enough aluminium to do it, so course, the reason I built it here is because I've got Pingala who helps speed it along. I thought you can't raid me if I paid you off. That's ridiculous. The reason I built this spy is every time I build neighborhoods, first thing the AI likes to do is make my cities revolt. And I hate it. It really annoys me. To be honest, I don't really need you guys anymore, do I? You're kind of right. No point in getting rid of you, but why are you? Oh, because I also find promotions on these guys, until you get to here, largely useless because you mostly just want them to bomb cities. So it's almost not worth the effort of a turn not using them to bomb something. Okay, now with the biosphere, my renewables will be a lot stronger, so I can actually, hopefully, do what I want to do. But I still need to actually get some renewables now. And annoyingly on that front, I need offshore wind farms, which for some reason are so far up the tech tree in here that they're basically useless. I hate it. Like, what am I supposed to do? Without chopping down all those woods, I need offshore wind farms, and they put them beyond any reasonable tech. They're literally just used for rushing space victories, I think. And I hate that. It does feel nice knocking this guy down a block, because he's been a pain in my side this entire game. Yeah, see, that's how you do a science advantage, my dude. You actually get ahead with it. He's got 35 tech. He's got no science. Oh. I just can't be stuffed dealing with them. Sorry. I'll go through and explain why I choose him as well in a second. Choose him, choose that government. But the reason I choose the ones I do is clearly to maximize science, clearly to maximize my trade routes for internal trade. That one's less necessary, but still just a good idea. I could pick this one, but it doesn't actually make me get more out of my adjacency, so I don't really care about it. Gold I'm already getting plenty of, so it's always nice to get more. I don't really need more amenities. I don't really need more great people point generation. At this point I had the flexibility to pick what I want, so I could go something like that. And I probably will. I'm waiting for the aluminium extra gather resource card, but I don't remember where it is. It's probably way back here somewhere. It's a green card. No, it's a red card, sorry. That's the one. I skipped straight past it. Sea ghosts. I thought I haven't paid them off yet. Okay, there you go. Get out of my lands. I don't want to deal with you. I could have done a lot more with these cities, but I didn't really need to in the end. They're more emergencies. So you may think like that was a mistake to settle them, but honestly, it's a good idea to have them because if things had gone differently, I'd want 2 more cities that I could develop into big cities. I got ahead, so I didn't need to, but it's sort of a mindset that I develop when I play with my friends is you don't stop, you don't think, okay, I've won now, until you are really, really so far ahead, like here, where I can clearly see they're not going to catch up. So I could relax now. I can focus on just one thing without worrying about everything. But like if I was playing with my mates, I wouldn't be doing all these research and stuff because that's temporary. If I ever had to change away from that, that wouldn't follow me. So I would keep building up these cities. I'd spend more time developing everything, and I'd let myself naturally progress there. I don't know if that's even arguably a better strat. It's just what I would do because it would make more sense to me in that instance, to keep a safe bets on a few different things, because they might be going for tourism, seeing that I'm definitely going to beat them in science, and then I have to make sure I don't fall behind in tourism. So I never understand when you liberate a city-state why your guy gets kicked out. It kind of annoys me. The amount of times that's backfired on me. And that's actually kind of a waste. Normally if I was being more competitive, I would wait because I don't really need to do that just yet, because I still have 1 more to go and I didn't have the next tech yet, so it was a waste to do it this early, but that's alright. Did I have another... I don't think I had one on this continent, so you can go over here. And I'm using all my great merchants that are like trade-based ones. If I like him, I'm not going to send to... I just died. Oh, just a frigate. To a submarine. And even then, I don't care about the culture, but that tile. Oh, look at that tile. I never understand why corporations seem to get you so much more production and food than they do gold, though, because let's be honest, they don't really get you any of it. So if they're going to get you one, then okay, getting political. Let's stop.
I'll be back.
I have to admit, this is not how I thought this game was going to go.
If there is a people,
Ah.
if the end.
How did he get there? Has he filled up that entire lake or something and it default spawns there? That doesn't make any sense. Where are these coming from? From here? Hang on. He doesn't have a harbour anywhere else, so I don't understand. Sure, buddy. Let's be culturally aligned. So the idea behind this is I'm trying to get as much renewable energy as I can so that when I start building these lasers, I don't run out of energy in the meantime. What did I do? I don't run out of energy, and the whole project comes to a screaming halt. But I actually don't know how far out I can go with them. They all just declared war on each other. That's beautiful. Okay, well, maybe he wants to make peace then. Nope, he does not want to make peace. I'm besieging his cities. I've burned one and taken another, and not interested. It's very interesting. Recruit partisans, because it should not be an option. Don't even care what those pirates of mine are raiding anymore. Oh, I haven't launched it. Oh my goodness. Wait, no, I thought I had. Yes, I have. Okay, I was gonna say. And from this point on, I mean, it's already been for a while, but the game is basically over. So I'll just be rushing through my turns. Still confused as to how Spain got all that science so early on, but they couldn't really do much with it in the end, so that's alright. So you'll notice the power 20 is what I need right now. Yeah, sure, whatever. And now it's 25, like it goes up quite steeply. Brussels. They took Brussels off me, did they? So you can click Shift Enter when you want to end your turn and just ignore everything, which is never advisable except in a situation like this where you very clearly won and you're just waiting to win now. Because you can go around pressing everything and doing everything, but it's just really gets quite boring and you're rushing and you don't really care and you're just trying to get it all done. So, like, yeah, I would have run out already if it wasn't for the extra renewables I ended up building. Even he has run out. He doesn't have as many, I suppose. He only has like 1, maybe 2 somewhere. But it doesn't matter because I should win next turn. And our glorious game as Basil will be done. Didn't really need them in the end. This city was nice though. He was weird and Spain was weird and he was super weird. And look at these city placements. Oh, fitting that our last look should be on Gaul. So buildings constructed. I don't usually spend too much time on this. Against the AI, it doesn't really matter. I usually know what's going on, but science, like turn like 50 something, he just took off. It was so much higher. That doesn't look high, but he's like double our score. Don't understand that. He wasn't ahead in faith for most of it, so I don't. How was he getting so much faith? Only around turn 100, my wonders took over. Wars declared. Did I declare any wars? One, apparently. Who did I declare war on? Oh, that's right, the first time, to stop him from converting my cities. I wish I could complain, but look at that. Who was all of this? Wait, that doesn't even make any sense. It must have been the city-states as well. I don't know if they counted on this, but it must have been. Player culture, number of combats. Yeah, even early on I wasn't that like I thought early on I would have been, but who was declaring war on him that early? That's Ambiorix. No one had even met him, surely. Like, by the time he declared war on me, it seems to be like around here somewhere, if I get rid of all this. I know this probably doesn't interest you guys, so you're welcome to, I mean, I know you know you're welcome to leave, but sorry, I'm getting very tired. He declared war on me at the same time I declared war on him, but his was a bigger declaration of war. I don't know. Player score. That's the main one, I guess, that matters. Even with that science, he wasn't doing too well for himself. Oh well. Well, thank you very much for joining, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Let me know if you have any specific leaders you want me to play.